Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my Stellar Overload tutorial Let's Play series. This episode is going to be on continuing on with our adventures on Mercs by finding and talking to Trevor. But before I begin though, I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and I hope you all have wonderful Christmases. Okay, so in the last episode we left off with mention of a pistol, so we're now going to Trevor to find out how to make the pistol, which he is in this room here, and he's got a funny face. What? Oh, Trisha, that's her name. I couldn't remember her name. What? Trisha told you to use my machines to craft yourself a gun? Well, sure. Go on ahead and make yourself at home. Just don't do like Trisha, please. We can only survive so many explosions. So you can guess that you won't be able to just fire up the crafting station and get cracking, and since you're still wet behind the ears, we'll do it step by step. First order of business, go in the rifts to gather some coal, laserite, a reddish, which is a reddish gem, and calorium ore. Now the calorium ore will be a little tricky to find, but you'll see. I'll show you where it is and how you recognise it. You'll have to go pretty deep for some of it though, so don't get lost or you'll die by your lonesome. And you'll need peroxide ore too, but you can find that on the surface, which I've already shown you how to find that. And don't forget to check your codex if you need help to locate everything. Also, since I'm in such a good mood, I'll teach you how to make my stations. Excellent. Open your codex with the tab key. The codex will provide you detailed information about the game mechanics. You can use the search bar to look up specific information you need. From that screen you can also access a codex that will teach you about all the elements in the world, and by pressing the tab key when looking at anything with an empty hand you will be able to show the thing's entry in the codex. So let's just show you that. So if I get an empty hand, so we've been given the recipes for the foundry and forge. Now if I go over the foundry and press the tab key with an empty hand, you see it jumps to that item in the codex, and there is a big nice long list of items in here. So over here it says the families associated with the foundry. Over here there's a tutorial, so if I left click on that, it gives you a full tutorial. It's very nicely done indeed. And if there's a component to do with that item that you need in order to make it, if you left click on it, it will take you to it. And sometimes it will tell you where it can be found. Although I'll tell you now, when we go digging on Mercs, we will find it in the ground, deep underground. But it also says in the lakes. So you can see by clicking on the components, it can tell you where to find them. Not always, but most of the time. Very nice, this codex. And there's a look at the home page, so you can see it's got a lot of information in here. Okay, let's carry on. So you can see on the left there, gather the raw materials for this current quest to build a gun and its bullets. So I need more coal. I've got enough of all the other resources because I was robbing them in the village and gathering from the peroxide from the ground above. So for the laserite, for the calorium ore, I've got enough of that thankfully, but that is, out of all of these, the most difficult you'll have to find. Let's go gather more coal. Now he mentioned going into the rifts, which are basically holes in the ground on the surface, and that is the easiest way in this game to find ores. Now I could just start digging down here or sideways, but this is a big planet and it will take a long time to find them. So the easiest thing to do is to simply hop on the lift and find an open cavern. So let's do that. I do like this lift when it doesn't get stuck. That you might have to do sometimes. It's just where you hit the sides or don't line up properly with the lift. But it's easy to bypass the problem. And it's a deep old hole to get down, so the lift is very, very useful. There we are, I think we've made it to the top. Nearly. Haven't we? Yeah. It's a long way up. Right, okay, let's get out of here and look for an open hole in the ground. That's basically what we're looking for. You can see with the mini-map in the top right corner, it shows lots of the holes. Oh, got a bit of fighting to do first. He's so nice when I've got the a weapon that can fire. My health is getting pretty low. I may have to heal myself soon. There we go. So you get calorium all from them, so that's why it's worth fighting them. Now I don't know if this hole's deep enough. You might have to look around to find a decent sized hole. That one is not, doesn't go very deep, so we'll go to the bigger one that's on the mini map. Oh no, this looks a bit better. Yeah, so a bit of spelunking, that's what we're going to do. You can see that there's crystalline here, so we'll grab a bit of that. And you will need your jetpack, that's for sure. Especially when you're going around in these caves, because there's some pretty deep holes to fall down and you will die. Okay, there's some coal, so let's grab that up with this. You can see it glows when it's dark, so you can still see it. There we go, we got the coal. Nice and quick and simple. But let's see if we can go a bit deeper and grab a few more resources. Because if I die, it will take me right back to where I need to be. I don't mind dying. Oh, and I don't mind getting a bit more calorium and laserite. Very nice. There we go. Oh, there's a big load of coal over there. I just simply have to go grab that. And don't be worried about grabbing up tons of dirt and rock and stuff like that, because it's useful, very useful for many different reasons, not just for crafting, but for building bridges and all sorts of things that will save your life and get you out of trouble. Okay, so I want to try and, if I can, show you some of the calorium ore and show you how difficult it is to spot. Now there's electrum, that just has a distinctly different colour, so that is not so difficult to find. I'm sorry about it getting dark. They are talking about adding torches to the game where you can hold a torch while you mine, so that'll be cool. But for now we'll just bear with it. I can always put a block down, let's face it, a glow block. But I'm trying to save them at the moment until I've got lots of Lumex. Let's keep heading down. Now, do you see what's happened there? The gravity on the planet spun me over. That will confuse you at first, but worry not. Just continue, get yourself adjusted straight and continue on. But it will sometimes spin you around so you head back the same direction. Oh, we're getting plenty of coal, that's for sure. But you know what? You're going to need it. You're going to need loads of coal. So do grab all the coal you can. Ooh. Hey, I can't see any. It's very rare, that calorium ore. Ah, here's a load of laserite. So we're getting plenty of that as well. And what's this? More coal? Never have enough coal, that's for sure. Oh, we go down, get more laserite. Oh, now we're onto spiders. This will probably kill me. It doesn't matter, because I need to get back anyway. Might be able to get by him. If I'm not, don't get stuck in the wall, on which I'll just have to dig my way out. No, let's dig this. I will get myself out of here in a moment. There we go. Oh, a bit more laserite. And then some more. Okay, now I want to see if I can find some calorium ore before I get killed. Oh, there's some more electrum. But you should be able to tell by now I'm finding everything except for that calorium ore. So that at least warns you that it is a little rare. These things, these bubbles will electrocute you, so do not touch them because they will harm you. Oh, it looks like there's some exploding here. I think I'm going to need it if I'm not dead, which I think I will be because there's 2 spiders. Oh, he's spinning me up again. Oh, and dead. Right, well, let's respawn and return to Trevor, who is just around here. So I see you've the raw material needed for your gun and some ammo. Good. Now you'll need to use the foundry to smelt the ore into metal. After that, switch to the forge to make the gun and the bullets. And again, check your codex if you need any help. Well, I do not need any help. So smelt the... I haven't got enough calorium. I need 9 more. That's a nuisance. So let's quickly get some more Lumex. And let's see if I can find a tunnel. So I'm going to head in this direction. Oh, no, I don't want to damage that. That's my respawn chamber. Let's try this way. It does get very dark, so you will no doubt have to use lots of your glow blocks. Ah, well, as luck would have it, I've hit a cavern already. Now the thing is, it would be nice if I could do a pathway down there. Like some sort of stairs going down. But I'd need to go to the edge of the cavern. Let's see if I can continue straight. Oh, I think I'm destroying their base. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting down slowly. Oh, at least that's giving me a little light. That's good. Yeah, very nice. Right, I think... Oh, I even got some coal. Right, let's now just carry on spelunking with some light on the matter. Was that glow blocks? Yeah, this is a nice big cavern. How handy is that? I should really put a glow box there so I know where it was. Although it does look light enough, but let's put one down here. There we go, there's no missing that now. Let's carry on this way, see if I can find some calamine, however you pronounce it. Spider again, I'm going to need to fight it. There we go, you get goo and... oh, there's another one. Thankfully, it's not hitting me. Let's grab this laser, right? Oh, there's a load of electrum there. Oh, that is hitting me now. There we go. So we got some spider silk, spider web, and you do also get goo from them, which is used in a recipe. So make sure you keep the goo. Now let's grab this electrum. Now I think I've got it all. And another spider. Certainly lots of spiders. Hey, oh, is this a dead end? Oh no, I can go onwards that way. Ah, there you go. That's what I wanted to show you. There is calorium ore, and you can see it's gold coloured, which doesn't help against the yellow sandstone, but you can see it's just rare. So let's grab this all out. Oh, I'm being hit again by a blinking spider. Oh, and it killed me just before I had a chance to get my calorium ore. You will be doing lots of dying, but I know the way back, so that's good. It won't take long. to get there? I went this way. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did turn around and go back. Oh, look at that. There's a load just there. Ah. I walked straight by it before. There we go. We got enough. So I shan't bother going back to the other deposit of it. What I'll do is just collect it in as I go along. Oh, look, there's even more there. I was so blind before. Fantastic. Now we're getting loads. Yeah, look at that. Another 63. I guess I just wasn't looking that well before. Don't think there's any more though. It's so difficult to see though in the yellow sandstone. That's the problem. Oh no, there is more. Look at that. Am I being attacked yet again? See, they don't do much harm, them robots, or roadblocks, I think they're called. But I've certainly lucked out with the calorium in this little area. Oh, that was only yellow sandstone. Yeah, so it can be near the surface, as well as deep down. Just got to keep your eyes wide open. Anyway, we got enough of it, so let's head back up. Oh, what's that? Some coal. Go on then, since you're offering it to me. Okay, let's go back, find Trevor, and see what he's got to say. Oh no, I need to now smelt the peroxide, and I still haven't got enough calorium. I don't get that. I'm sure I should have enough. Yeah, no, I've definitely got enough, so I just need to smelt some. Right, okay, so we're going to need peroxide. If I just do 100 of it. See, you've got these buttons here, so if you do this one, it increments one at a time. Over here, minuses one at a time. This one, do 10 at a time. So if I do 100. Be careful that you don't smelt it all up, or you'll burn through all your coal and won't have enough left to do your calorium. So let's do that. There we go. If I come out of there, yeah, I've got the peroxide. Now I need the calorium. So that will do next. Let's do 100 of that. There we go. Now craft the bullets and the pistol, which we will use the forge for. Okay, so here's the pistol. Just needs 50 peroxide ore, which we got. You can see its damage is 150, so much better than the staff, which was a lot less damage. Plus we get ranged combat now, so it makes it much easier. Anyway, let's craft that. Put that on the hotbar. Running out of room. Oh, it has put it there for me. And let's do some bullets. We need to do 50. So times 5, I think we need to do, let's see, so 10 I think. Yep, there we go. Now we just got to return to him. You've got the gun all right. Now listen carefully, kid. You need to put the bullets in the chamber yourself. Don't fret, it's actually easy. Just bring up your inventory, Put the gun in your hands and drag the bullets on the slots to the right of your hotbar. Okay, let's show you what he's talking about. While holding a weapon, press the left mouse button to shoot and the right mouse button for secondary fire if the weapon has one. Change the ammo type if available with X or Alt plus mouse wheel up. Okay, so what we'll do, go into our inventory with the laser gun selected, the pistol selected, go into your inventory, and you see down here is the 2 ammo slots. Drag the bullets to the ammo slot. You get different types of ammunition, so you can the next type of ammunition, for example, is exploding bullets, so you can put them over here, so you'll be able to have access to both. If in the game you want to switch your ammunition, you can press the X key. Providing you've got more ammunition, it will switch it over. Yeah. Right, so we got ourselves a laser gun. Now we need to talk to Orko, because apparently he's going to be impressed that we got this laser. But what we will do before we do that is take his foundry, oh yeah, and his forge, because that saves us making them. So do remember to take them. And is there anything hidden? No. No, he's all cleaned out. Right, okay, so let's go talk to Orko. Here he is. Look who's back. I must say I'm impressed. You even managed to scrounge a decent weapon. Sorry I made you help me first, but I wanted to gauge your character while you were helping. I heard that you're looking for your brother. He was here all right. He wanted to take up arms, but when we told him he should train first, he took a gun and rushed for the observatory, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. You're from Lee King P's village after all, and I'm sure you don't know much about mercs, so indulge me in a crash course. Maybe you've seen a few, but robots have started the invasion of mercs. They are ruthless and merciless and will not stop until we're all dead. Furthermore, they have blocked our communications with the nest. I know it seems dire, but that's because it is. Now a little video. So that was the robots. Okay, let's talk to Orko. That's why we all need to be extra careful with our lives. I'll show you the location on your map, but be wary, it's crawling with them now. And take this ESD, it might prove useful in case you deconstruct. You know what? Take my hoverbike too. You need it if you'll be going places. It should still be parked near the exit of the burrow, and I showed you all that in the previous episode. Oh, before I forget, the observatory used to be an important piece of our war effort before it was seized. If you could secure it back, that would be swell. Just hack the security so we'll know when you're done. The ESD, equipment saving device, allows you to keep everything in your bag when you respawn after dying. Yeah, well, I've got it set to not dropping inventory, so that's not really relevant to me. But it might be to some of you. The hoverbike, like I say, I showed you in a previous episode where it was. To use it, press F on the death screen. Warning, it is a rare and single-use item. Yeah, that's the ESD he's talking about. So now we've got to find Xander and retake the observatory. So that's what we are going to go and do. Is there any more glowworms before I set off from here? No, okay. Okay, something else I wanted to show you. When you put something on the hotbar and you want to get rid of it, just shift and left shift key down, press the left mouse button. It'll empty it back out for you, in case you've put something in there that you don't want. Now, I should really have this pistol there. And that like that. There we go. In case I have to do any fighting in a hurry. Now, the trouble is that I left the lift at the top. I should have sent it back down. Oh, and there's the timer. Is there any secrets behind this? No. Crates are just for show. The containers are actually different types of items, as you've seen me pick them up already. Anyway, the time has gone. I'll end this episode here. I hope you all do have a really lovely, wonderful Christmas. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.